Hey everyone, so in a friend's workshop, and today I'm making an adapter for the new turbine I'm building. So the shaft of the PMG, permanent magnet alternator, goes in here, and the turbine disc connects onto here. I've got a new alternator, I'll just show it to you. The company kindly sent me brand new alternator after I made the last video, so that's the link will be in the description for them, because they sent me this for free, which is really nice of them. And yeah, we're going to make an adapter, big bit of stainless, sits on there, and the disc attaches to the other side. Right then, so here's the little lathe I'm going to be using. Friend's workshop, he's kindly let me borrow it. I'm still a bit not so quick on my feet, so I'm just trying to do little jobs that I can do. So I used to spend a lot of time on the lathe when I was younger. I worked in a fishing rod shop. I used to make fishing rod handles on the lathe a lot. It's been a number of years now since I've used one, so let's get back into it. Let's get this bit of metal chucked up and see if we can actually make something today. Right then, let's see if this will spin somewhat straight. Great. Right, so I'm just touching off here. There's touched off, so I'm going to set a 0. And a 0. Go like that. A tiny bit more maybe. Do the power feed. That's actually cutting really nice, this. That is actually leaving a very nice finish. Very happy with that. Right, that actually is a very nice finish. Very happy with that. Just took a little tiny skim off it just to get it round. Flip it round now. Do the other side, because I'm going to need most of this length, so do the other side the same. Alright, I'm just going to face this off quick so it registers better on the back. So we get this, just take a little tiny bit off at a time. No chuck key in there, good. So let's go. Coming in from the other end now just to get it rounded off so it's balanced. Just coming up on our line. Stop. So it just needs a tiny bit more off of it. Okay, well, I'm quite happy with how this is going so far. My foot's aching a bit, I'm standing on it, on one leg. But yeah. Going quite well, all things considered. So I'm just going to angle this insert a little bit. I'm just going to use it just to put a chamfer on this edge. Just like that, that's it. Right, let's just centre drill this quickly. Put a spot on it. So the plan is to cut like an 8mm washer off of this, and it needs a hole through the middle, so drill about a 10mm hole and then we'll tidy the face up. We've got enough material to work with. So we're just drilling here about 10mm or so. Yeah. Right, let's drill this out to the 12 that we want. A little bit of oil on there. A bit blunt. Right, so we go at cutting this piece off of here. Just check it. Oh, it's chattering. Don't like that. Right, got the piece parted off. Had a bit of trouble with it. Didn't want to go, so I just ended up cutting it off. Now I'm facing it off again. Okay, so that is stage 1. That's taken me most of the day to get to that point. Which is ludicrous, but that is the flat washer. Oh, sorry, not in frame. So that is there'll be 6 holes in here, and that clamps down the turbine, or the disc that the turbine spoons are attached to the thing we're going to make now. So let's make that. Okay, let's get this this piece faced off now. We can start making our actual adapter. Right, let's get this centre drilled. Right, I'm just going to start hogging out some material here. So this is going to be the bore for the motor shaft. So we're just going to hog this out. It's got to go quite deep, about 60mm. We're just going to get some material out. Just give you a bit of a different angle there. So I've been working at this all day really, and I've got the bore right, but I haven't really got a very good parting tool, so I'm just slowly but surely cutting away at this. Just going to do it bit by bit, and then eventually I'll get down to my size. Thought about just grinding it off, you know, with a grinder or something, but it's a bit dodgy really. So I'll get down to my size and then I'll face it off. Not too bad. So the end's quite nice. Looking good so far. So now we need to drill a hole on the top, 12, and then we're getting somewhere at last. Right, we just centre drill this. Going the wrong way. There we go. Too fast. How about there? Something like that. Okay, so this has actually been a success. So it's taken me all day, but we got there in the end. With our shaft. That sits on there nicely. Let me just adjust it. There's no play in it, as you can see. It's got it slides on nicely, but there is, I don't know if you can hear, there's no knocking or anything. A bolt fastens that all down as well, so quite happy with that. Quite a nice fit, all things considered. It's hot too, yeah, we'll probably get a bit tight on that. The lathe cuts a slight taper, so I had a bit of trouble getting that. And then this piece that we cut will have holes drilled around it and tapped in here, and that piece will sandwich the turbine between here. So now I need to cut down some bolts and drill some holes for to basically interact with this keyway here. I'm going to put down bolts that slot into the keyway because I don't have any way of cutting an internal keyway, so that's what we're going to do. But so far so good, brilliant. Okay, hey everyone, back at my workshop now. So yesterday we were making this adapter. It was quite a success actually, all things considered, considering my lack of experience and time since I have actually used the lathe quite a lot, but just been a long time really, and I'm not familiar with the tools and so on. I would have liked to have got this fit a little bit better, but the lathe was turning a slight taper, and I only realised towards the end, and when I adjusted for that and took out the bit of material at the back, that the taper it had turned, it was then a bit of a loose fit really. It's not a loose fit, you can feel the tiniest little bit of play, but the one that comes with it, this one, actually has the same fit, so I think it's quite good really. I'm quite happy with it for my limited skills. So today I'm gonna be machining down some cap head stainless steel screws, and they fit in the slot. Well, that one doesn't. Okay, they fit in the slot, the keyway I should say, proper terms, the keyway, because I can't cut a keyway in this because it's internal and it's a dead hole. I'm going to drill through the adapter and have them sticking through, countersunk in of course, and interacting with that keyway. Now this will never see more than 800 watts. This is going to be maximum, really, something around that, so I'm not concerned about it. And it's always loaded in the same direction, and it's going to have a 12mm bolt through the end of it as well, so I think that's going to be sufficient. Okay, let's mark it up and drill some holes. Let's just drill out the hole for the cap head to sit into. Okay, I'm just going to run a tap through this hole. There's going to be 3, but I'm going to do them one at a time. Getting these all lined up is going to be hard. I don't know all the special things to keep this straight. The camera's resting on our new manifold. There'll be another video for that. To be honest, depending on the order, you might have already seen it. But let's try and get this tap started. Try and keep it as straight as we can. I go by my eyes a lot, you know. I trust my sight, my ability to see straight. I don't know if you all know this, but we see in straight lines. So I'm quite confident in my abilities to do this sort of thing. Obviously not perfect, but it'll work. Just fearful of breaking a tap in this now. That would be terrible. We're getting there. Could do some oil on it. I'm going to try and find some. There we go. Bit of oil on the tap. Just go real slow, little nibble at a time. Make sure the chips get cleared out. That is quite difficult. And there we go, we're through. Okay, that's good. No broken tap. Now we'll cut one of those cap heads to length so it pushes down in the key perfectly. Do a test fit. Cleaned up the thread with the run a tap over it, or a die. Can't remember which one's which. Never remember. But yeah, that is actually going in there quite well. Nice. Quite happy with that. So just figure out what length it needs to be cut at. It needs a little stub cutting off of it, flattening nicely so it interacts with the shaft well. Okay, let's give this a little test fit. Try my best not to get bits of metal in that. It's stainless, so it shouldn't be magnetic anyway. Right, so there's the, I don't know if you can see in there, there's a little stub sticking out. So if we put that on the shaft, keep them out of the way. I'm not taking out the vise because I don't want to move anything. Right, so if I just take that out a touch, there we go, that's in. Then I can screw that in. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah, haha, that's worked really well. That's snug on there, that's great. Okay, try and get another one. Getting these lined up is going to be difficult, but I think I can do it. Okay, you got another one drilled. Let's get this one tapped. My foot's starting to hurt, so still got my thing on. Have it on for a while, I think. But yeah, it's not ideal. But we're still doing things. Just a bit slower. Okay then, we got all three in. They look sort of lined up mostly. So let's go and put it on the motor and see if it actually goes together. So I'm keeping this bag over it in an attempt to try and keep any bits of metal get into it. But yeah, underneath here's the PMA if you can't see that. This is the shaft. I extended the keyway a little bit to allow me to fit 3. Just did it with a grinder. Say this is always loaded in one direction, so it's pretty, it's not that critical, but now I can get 3 of these in this. Let's see if we can get this to fit on here. Nice tight fit now. Okay, that's down to the bottom. Or is it? No, it's not. There it is. Okay. So now, if these 3 screws screw in all the way, then we're lined up. So we get 1 in. Okay, that's lined up. Good. Should go with the bottom one. Oh. That one's lined up. Middle, come on. Perfect. So, bit of Loctite on them. And that's, there's potentially a slight balancing issue, maybe. Not really, I don't think. Because the amount we've drilled out has also been replaced, other than the amount that's in the cap head. But if I have to, if there's a bit of a wobble, I know where it's out of balance, so I can just spot drill the other side a little bit just to counteract that. You know, if it's got a bit of a wobble, we'll know where it's coming from. Its balancing's usually bad because you don't really know where it's out, but we'll know it's from that. So I can just do the same amount in the opposite side. That should be good. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that. That isn't going anywhere. Like I say, it's going to have maximum a kilowatt on it, loaded in the same direction all the time. Now, if you don't really understand what's going on here, this piece here will be drilled. I'm going to machine a bit more off of this at some point to leave a little spigot sticking out the end. And then the turbine will go on that spigot, be a hole in the turbine, sit on that. And there'll be probably 6 6mm M6s through here. And then this will all clamp this together. And that'll be one piece. I'm very pleased with how that's turned out. Because I'm not a machinist, but you know, this has actually turned out quite well with limited tooling. Okay, so that's going to be the end of this. We're going to carry on machining once I get to my friend John's workshop, the guy who's helping me with this. Okay, we'll get there and finish it off. Okay, hey everyone, so I'm at my friend John's workshop here, and we've been communicating for a number of months about building this turbine, and we've just got here now, a lot of planning involved, and today we're going to try and machine these parts down to make them actually fit together. So here's a completed one that John's done before, with the spigot and groove to stop the water from getting back up into the bearings, because underneath this housing there's a plastic moulding that fits in here. So we're going to machine those 2 parts, my part that I made at a friend's house, down, and then put the spigot in it as well. And then we're going to make a plate that sandwiches between it all and attach these cups that we got here. These are nylon reinforced plastic cups, Turgo cups, and they're going to end up being a Turgo wheel, Turgo runner like this. So we're just setting up the machines now. John's just putting the dividing plate on the mill and start drilling out all these different pieces.
5. Yeah, looks dead.
Good. Dead centre.
Just centre drill this and then one to the other one.
There we go. That piece now interacts with that. Those holes all line up like that. So yeah, we're just going to machine a little groove around here. So this is the top, and this will this little groove we're machining with this end mill is going to sit in another piece of plastic which is underneath the housing, and they sit with a very small amount of clearance, and that would prevent water from being able to get up and over and out and up the shaft and into the bearings. So we're just going to machine that now. Yeah, just to show you what's going on here. So this groove we're machining now sits inside this housing. So one inside here. There's this. So that groove will sit with just a tiny little bit of clearance, just so it's not actually rubbing, but water has to have a hard time getting in and over and up and over. Okay, just tap in the 6 holes. Just going to machine the spigot now. So the plate is 3mm thick, so just going to take 3mm off and leave the 28mm hole spigot sticking out. So 29.32. So
too tight at that.
Get in there. Okay, so there it is, sitting on its spigot. Nice tight fit, is it?
Lined up with the holes.
Perfect. There we go.
Yep.
No play there at all, is there?
No. It's only hanging on the spigot. No, there's no play, no side play.
Perfect.